Parsley Field here in Houston, Texas. Coug Sportsnet proudly presents to you Lamar High School football Thursday night edition as your Lamar Cougars take on the Panthers of St. Pius. Brandon Williams along with Mike Lockwood and Lewis Perrin Jr. Senior stats. Lewis Perrin Sr. is out in the field looking at us right at midfield. Guys, we saw defense the way we do it in Lamar in the second half of last week. 19 yards allowed in a gritty 14-7 win over Lamar Consolidated. Perhaps that is the harbinger of things to come. Perhaps it's the night where the offense follows the lead of the defense and comes up with the big game here.
And we know Coach has been working on this offense. He's done some fine things out there in the line, shuffled some folks around, hopefully to get them in the best position to do an absolutely positive job on the ground game for Lamarck. And St. Pius coming in tonight, real nice 2-1 record. We talked about it earlier, 12 state titles since 1970. They're going to be a tough and formidable team to play against tonight.
12 state championships since 1970, one of them courtesy of our head coach, Dr. Mike Jackson, in 1993. Also took him to a pair of state semifinal appearances during his time here. Pius, definitely a rough team, 2-1, coming off an impressive 46-18 win over Worthing where they gained 571 yards of total offense. National anthem should be coming up, and following that, we'll have the coin toss, and then we'll have the game. It will be Lamarck versus St. Pius. Coug Sportsnet will be right back. Back here at Parsley Field, moments away from kickoff, we'll take a look at Lamarck's team captains. Number 5, Val Allen, and number 6, Ladarian Ellis-Jones. Number 33, Reggie Franklin, and at number 57, Marquez Baker. For St. Pius, Lewis.
You've got number 4, Chase Fontana, number 17, Brian Newman, and number 54, Reed Moss.
We've got a young man that's injured, don't know who that is, but looked like he's banged up and unfortunately able to play tonight.
Boy, that number 51 is big, isn't he, guys?
Oh,
yeah,
he is.
Yes, I said 54. That is Samuel Pierce. It's 51.
Yeah,
big fella.
He's a huge kid.
Yeah.
Also a reminder of the fact that, part of the reason we don't have such a huge crowd here for Lamar is the fact that the game is being televised throughout the Houston area on the Cube, Channel 57 out in Houston. So a lot of Lamarck fans, definitely looking to watch that game live on 57. But of course, you can catch us on the repeats on Wednesday night.
All right, Cougars won the toss, have elected to defer. So we're going to be kicking off to St. Pius Panthers.
And Brandon, you talked about that defense showing up in that second half. Well, they're going to be out on the field first here tonight.
Definitely a lot of momentum and a lot of new faces that have really stepped up here over the past couple of weeks. You look at Kenneth Edwards, who's really emerged here as a defensive lineman. Also, Justin Britton, William Tenner. Those are new faces that are stepping up. You knew what you're going to get going into the season with the likes of Val Allen and Reggie Franklin. But, it's the case of these young kids that are stepping up as district play a couple of weeks away. A reminder, we have our open week next week. We'll be back here on the road, our final road game for a while, guys. We'll open district play out at Sweeney on the night of October 11th.
Guys, you know how year after year I always try to come up with a nickname for some of these players? Well, I tell you what, after last week, Michael Hardiman has got hands of magnets. He is Mr. Magnetic. That's what Mr. Magnetic.
No,
and number 44, Britton, is the closer. That guy can close the gap between him and the quarterback so quick, you can't even hardly bat an eye and you'll miss it. So Mr. Hardiman, in my mind, is Mr. Magnetic.
Touchdown receptions in each of his first 4 games.
One-handed touchdown receptions.
There you go. Set to kick off, Reggie Guillen doing the kicking for Lamarck. Back deep for St. Pius, number 1, Micah Massey. Number 5, Jeremy Jones. And at number 17, Chase Fontana.
Beautiful night tonight, guys.
It is. Nice stadium out here.
And Brandon mentioned the Cube 57. Their announcers, play-by-plays, are right beside us to the right here. Friendly confines up on the top of the press box here.
Moments away as we are set to go. One of the top teams in private school against one of the top teams in Class 3A.
Yeah, we mentioned the state titles. Boy, I tell you,
17 combined. This dead ball is going to be kicked deep to Massey, who's just going to let it roll into the end zone, and it will be a touchback.
Nice leg again.
Nice kick by
He did that last week.
Better.
Yeah.
We're going to see an offense coming out here, Brandon, that's quite well balanced as they're coming in with about 713 rushing yards to about 688 passing. Really nice balance on the St. Pius team. It's going to put some pressure on the Lamar backs real quick.
That balance was in display last week. 33 carries, 290 yards, also 281 yards. So we'll look, first play, it's going to be Timmy Ware, sophomore quarterback. 4 wide receivers set with Massey as the sole setback. Swin set on either side. As the sophomore will wait, gets the snap, low snap, picks up the ball, has pressure, tries to evade one tackle, he won't do it.
Isaiah Hall, number 9, coming in from his outside linebacker position to make that stop.
And yet again, there's another name that you mentioned as well, Isaiah Hall. Seeing a lot of these kids step up, especially Hall and Chason Douglas, a big play that's going to cost 10 yards, They'll spot the ball at the 15-yard line. Empty set right now for the Panthers. Trip set in the right slot. Ware back, has pressure, steps, throws, ball is going to be caught. Good reception by Fontana. Gets them past the line of scrimmage, and they'll put the ball down at around the 27-yard line. So a gain of 12 is going to make it third down and 8. Again, an empty set formation. Trip set to the far side, 2 receivers to the near. Keep an eye on Brian Newman. He leads the team with 24 receptions, 4 touchdowns. Massey in motion. They will not be fooling Lamar as number 44, William Tenner, closes for the first time tonight.
Britton, wasn't it? 44?
No, that was 44. That was Britton.
That's right, the closer.
Britton with the closer, so a quick 3 and out. So obviously the defense picked up where it left off at Reliant Stadium last week, guys.
Yes, sir, I agree with you there.
Loss of 5, make it 4th and 12. Back deep, Reggie Franklin lined up around his own 42-yard line. Does have a punt return for a touchdown this year against Paul High in the opener. Back deep to punt, Ollie Harris. And Harris will get it off. It's a wobbler that's going to go down and around the 41-yard line. So an 18-yard punt is going to give the Cougars great field position as they will open at the St. Pius 41-yard line with 9:58 to go here in the first quarter.
Defense really has jumped up. They're picked right up where they left off the second half last quarter, just like you asked them to.
So we will see if the offense was really helped by the defense last week. Defense definitely carried the weight then. We'll see if the offense can pick up. As LaDarian Ellis-Jones, the junior, will lead the offense out on the field.
I'd like to see these guys start off on a fast note.
Oh, without question. So a first down and 10. Actually, it's not Ellis-Jones. It's going to be actually Datron Cole, and Cole's going to break a couple of tackles, gets to around the 39-yard line. So Datron Cole, normally the punter, getting a look here as the starting quarterback tonight.
He sure is. Interesting. We got Val Allen back there, guys. Let's name some of these other.
Val Allen, of course, at the fullback position. Number 24, Daquan Jones is the deep back. Mike Hardeman, number 15 at wide receiver. You got Demetrius James lined up outside. Offset I formation on second down. It's going to be Jones. Breaks a couple of tackles inside the 30, still on his feet. Carries the defender down to around the 23-yard line. So a gain of 16 by Daquan Jones. And as we mentioned in the game last week, expect to see a lot more of Daquan Jones as the season goes on.
Yeah, I love the way he runs, guys. He's just fluid. He really doesn't lope. He just kind of glides across the ground.
And Cole now under center. Allen is your fullback. Jones again in the offset I formation. First and 10. Handoff again to Jones. Turns the corner. 20. Breaks a couple of tackles. Gets close to a first down. Does have a first down. Looks like he's down and around the 11-yard line. So 2 quick carries. 28 yards for Daquan Jones.
We talked a bit. There was some chatter on Coug Sportsnet about the coach perhaps doing a little bit of shuffling up on that offensive line, namely that center position. But right now we're seeing they're staying with Devin Billiot out there, number 51 at center.
So first down for Lamar. 2 quick first downs
He's
for
joined,
the Cougs.
He's
Actually,
joined on
you
this left side by Marco Dupree.
Yeah, no, Dupree was the starting
Oh, was
center
it?
last
Okay.
week, so now he's a left guard, it looks like.
All right, that's what they indicated they were going to be doing.
First and 10. Cole under center. Hand off again to Jones. Jones gets rocked.
Blow up.
That's going to be number 15, and that is Artron Payne. 18, excuse me.
Boy, he came through there like a freight train, guys.
Yes, he did.
He said enough of this off-tackle stuff and just exploded in the backfield. Loss of 2 on the play is going to make it 2nd down and 12 as we spot the ball at the 14-yard line. 8:32 to go here in the first quarter. Lamar in our opening drive. Now you have Delion Richard now in the backfield, and now we've got a timeout by the Cougars. We will take it with them with 8:26 to go in the first quarter. We're scoreless here at Parsley Field. Coug Sportsnet will be right back. Here at 8:26 mark of the first quarter, it is a 2nd and 12 for the Lamar Cougars as spotted at the St. Pius 14-yard line. Interesting story here in the early going. It's Datron Cole getting the start at quarterback instead of LaDarian Ellis-Jones. Remember, Jones did get banged up late in the game last week. Reggie Franklin replaced him for the final 2 plays.
Is that Ellis-Jones?
It is Ellis-Jones back in, so he is okay.
Ellis-Jones is actually in a running back.
He's actually in the running back. There you go. So there's a very interesting twist here. Ellis-Jones, who led the team in rushing last season, opened the season at quarterback, of course. Now back in familiar haunts as Cole is under center. Oh, Cole is in shotgun set. We are awaiting the television guys to let us back on. 2nd and 12. Cole is shotgun play action, swings it incomplete. Was looking in the direction of Reggie Franklin, just threw the ball a wee bit low.
Yeah, a wee bit low and a wee bit in front of him.
So 3rd down and 12 now at the 14-yard line. So, guys, it's definitely a very interesting opening drive that we're seeing here, especially when you look at the personnel.
Yeah, but what you don't want to do is waste this good drive that we've had. Had 2 good running, actually 3 good running plays to get them in the situation they're at. But then you had that beautiful tackle from the defender of St. Pius to put them in this 3rd and long.
Again, the offset I formation. Cole now under center. Play action, rolls out, steps, throws. There's a man wide open. Reggie Franklin touchdown.
Wide open is exactly right.
That one in as Reggie Franklin, all alone in the middle of the end zone, hauls in a 14-yard touchdown pass with 8:18 to go here in the first quarter. And you got to love the change thus far that we have seen from Lamar. Mike Jackson is throwing a curveball, and we are definitely loving the way he's pitching it tonight.
I tell you what, we came out, we were swinging and missing it, and he's not. You know, guys, I think they were concentrating on Hardeman, and they were also concentrating on Ellis-Jones coming out of the backfield. So that was a very good fake by the offense. Good call by Michael Jackson and Pete Guerreri. 6 points. Cougs up now 7-zip with Coug Sportsnet. Yep, sorry about that. Coug Sportsnet will be right back.
7-0 Lamar. That is the result of a 5-play, 41-yard drive. 3 rushes for 32 yards. The final 14 yards coming in on a touchdown pass from Datron Cole to Reggie Franklin. And that's the first touchdown reception for Franklin and the first touchdown pass for Cole.
Boy, he was wide open, wasn't he, guys?
He was.
You got to look, if you look back and you see the replay, you'll see about 3 or 4 Lamar defenders wide open as St. Pius just came out and they just brought the house on that blitz. Guillen set the kick. Back deep for St. Pius. Michael Massey, junior running back, their leading rusher. And number 5, Jeremy Jones, junior wide receiver. So we'll see if Guillen can get another touchback here. Runs up and he gets a high kickoff, floating in the direction of Fontana at around the 13-yard line. Gets to the 20, skips a tackle, down at around the 26-yard line. So short return for the Panthers. And it will be the second time we see Timmy Ware in the St. Pius offense.
First and 10 from their own 25-yard line.
First and 10 or 25. Mentioned that the guy you got to look out for offensively is Brian Newman. 24 catches, 376 yards, and 4 touchdowns. Had 10 for 200 in the win last week. Back again in their 4 wide set. Massey is the deep back with Payne. And again, handoff is going to be a fake.
Going to be a keeper.
Payne is going to break 1 tackle, gets around a couple of defenders, and is down to around the 30-yard line. So a gain of 5 on that play.
Picks up about 3 yards on the carry. It'll be second and 7.
Stopped by number 52, Kenneth Edwards. Because right now, St. Pius looks like they're going a little bit of a no-huddle style here.
Kenneth Edwards making the stop for the Cougars.
It's a gain of 3, so make it second and 7. Ware hands it off, and it's going to be Massey, and Massey will get to around the 30, and that's going to be about it.
And that was a real nice hit that time by Val Allen.
Allen, defensive captain.
Yeah, and he's stepping up as a team leader, guys. I like the role that he's starting to take.
There's a host of guys over the last couple of weeks that have stepped up and asserted themselves as leaders, and Allen's up front. Third down, Ware rolls out, has pressure, steps, throws, has a man that's going to be caught. Will be a first down. Reception is going to be by Matthew Alexander. Just his 3rd reception of the year, but this one's going to move the chains for the Panthers.
And that'll be good for a St. Pius first down.
Chason Douglas in there on the stop.
He had a little bit too much time in that pocket, guys. Lamarck's going to have to increase that pass rush, or they're going to be able to complete those passes regularly.
3-man front for the Cougars. The first and 10 at the 41-yard line with 7:04 to go in the first quarter. Massey in the backfield. Lots of movement. Who jumped first?
I think they did.
We definitely jumped, but
yeah, that's false start.
Yep, they were in sight, so that penalty is going to take them back 5 yards.
Your 5-yard penalty.
First penalty of the night, and guys, got to hope that we don't start raining yellow hankies like we did last week.
Holy
Man,
cow.
what was it, 18 in the first half?
18 in the first half, combined 31 penalties
31
on the night.
penalties, that's it.
That's insane.
It is.
And I think you said Lamarque had more penalty yards
than they
did
rushing.
rushing yardage.
Yes, they
yeah,
did.
Yeah, now that's not a good stat.
Not at all. First and 15 at the 36-yard line. I'll go with a pistol set here. Ware hands the ball up to Massey. Massey's got a nice hole. We'll get back to the line of scrimmage. So a nice gain of 5 for Micah Massey.
That time Herb Smith came up, make the tackle on that from his linebacker position.
Second down and 11. Ball is at the 41-yard line. Actually, they'll spot it at the 40, so make it second and 11. The line of scrimmage was the 41.
Empty backfield.
Empty back, Ware back. Has pressure, evades one defender, but he won't get past number 9, and that is going to be, again, Isaiah Hall. Hall's got his second sack of the night, guys.
Isaiah Hall was the one that put the pressure on him. He was able to sidestep Hall once, but as Hall got back up off the ground, Ware was still standing right there in front of him. He just reached up and grabbed him and said, "You ain't going nowhere now."
They're going to have to account for Hall in that empty set because it's the second time he has come in free in that empty set. Third down, 14 yards to go. Play action. Ware with time. Evades one man. Steps up. Throws. He's going to get one defender. Tiptoes out of bounds. He'll be short the first down, but he did get to around the 47-yard line. Again, that Lamar pressure really putting heat on Ware, and give credit to the secondary, who's not giving Ware any open targets thus far.
Emil Fleming was the gentleman that put the pressure on that time.
So fourth down at the 47 of St. Pius. Ollie Harris is the punter.
That's not us.
Number 44, Reggie Franklin, will line up at around his 16-yard line. So the Cougars playing it safe, trying to make sure they don't fall for a fake. They want as Harris boots a line drive, diagonally goes out of bounds. So a little better punt for Harris, as they will line it down at the 25-yard line. So a punt of 28 yards will give the Cougars the ball first and 10 at their 25-yard line with 5 minutes, 18 seconds to go here in the first. Cougs march 41 yards on their opening drive, as it is Datron Cole This is Datron Cole back here at quarterback. Darian Ellis-Jones is in the backfield with Dalian Richard lined up at fullback. Offset eye. Handoff's going to be to Ellis-Jones, and Ellis-Jones is going to turn the corner. 25-30, 35-40. Flag is down.
Yep.
Midfield, 45-40. He's going to be dragged down at around the 33-yard line, but this looks like it's definitely coming back.
Yeah, there was a hold over here on the far side of the field.
I was really surprised to see him get caught.
Exactly. You think that he isn't happy to be back at running back? Did a good job at quarterback, but he is definitely back in familiar territory, lining up behind the quarterback. Takes away 42-yard run.
Now, is that a spot foul?
It is from the spot. So
that'll be it was first down anyway.
No, where they marked yes, it's going to be replay first down. Yes.
Right. So we have
actually gained a yard. Actually gained a yard.
They'll actually say they'll say first and 10 actually. So a little bit of a repeat, and it'll be Ellis-Jones, and he is going to be swarmed this time as the St. Pius defense was there to make the stop before he could get around the corner.
Number 40 over there for St. Pius in on the stop. That's going to be Austin Hancock.
Second down and 10 as Cole will get back from the sideline. Richard is the fullback. Keep an eye on Harmon, lined up to the near side. He's got some one-on-one coverage. See if that can be exploited. Play action. Cole back, steps up, goes long, has the ball tipped. In and out of the hands of Demetrius James. It looked like an interception for a moment. It hit James' hands, but I think the direction of the tip just eluded the hands of James. So third down and 10 coming up for the Cougars.
James had good coverage, or James was covered over here, but that ball got tipped and still caught him almost in the hands. Little hard to make that catch.
So third down and 10 coming up. Again, Cougars are in an offset I formation. This time, Daquan Jones is lined up in the fullback spot. Cole under center, play action, steps up, has pressure, will evade one defender, breaks past another defender before he is going to be swarmed down.
Yeah, there's all but about 3 of the Panthers in on that stop.
Looked like he had a hole momentarily, but the Panthers did a good job of just swallowing that hole up real quick. So it'll be a fourth down and 8 after a gain of 2. So it will be, looks like we've got a new punter, guys, and that's going to be number 28.
28 for the Cougars is William Yao Paul. I'm sorry, wrong team. Don't have a 28
on the roster.
No, we do not.
He gets it off, gets a nice punt off, gets a Cougar bounce. Fontana picks it up at around the 38. And the 33 cuts a couple of defenders, gets to around the 46-yard line. So a 13-yard return by Fontana will give the Panthers good field position at their own 46-yard line with 3:24 to go here in the first quarter.
Almost exactly where they went out of bounds on the previous possession, guys.
Yep.
Cougars did not move the ball on that previous drive, but you do have to like the fact that they are putting the ball up in the air early on.
Trying to be a little bit more balanced than what we're used to seeing, but we like it like that.
Again, an empty set for St. Pius. 3-man front for Lamar. Ware gets the snap, drops back, has pressure. It will be sacked. Number 52, Kenneth Edwards saying hello to Ware, and that is the third sack of the night for Lamar, and we still have 3 minutes and 12 seconds to go here in the first quarter.
What did Terry Bennett say last week? He ate his sack lunch? I thought that was pretty good.
There you go, ate his sack lunch and left the ends of the bread for him.
Yes, sir.
Loss of 6 makes it second down and 16 at the 40-yard line. Massey's the deep back with Ware. Ware back, has pressure, steps, throws, ball is going to be, looked like was caught, but did he stay in bounds?
Nope.
Did not. Good effort there by number 20, Sam Vituli, but it's an incomplete pass, so make it 3rd down and 16. 2 minutes, 46 seconds to go here in the first. Again, an empty set now for the Panthers. 3-man front, Coug showing blitz. Ware back, steps up, throws, ball's gonna be caught, and it will be short of a first down. Good reception there by number 17, Brian Newman, their leading receiver, his 25th catch of the season.
Reggie Franklin as well as number 10, Murphy Smith, back there in coverage.
So 4th down and 4, and it looks like they will go. Don't see Ollie Harris, the punter, here.
Now we're going to see a whole-scale swap out.
We'll see the punting unit. 2 minutes, 14 seconds to go here in the first quarter. Franklin will line up at around his own 11-yard line. This Ollie Harris will come in for his 3rd punt of the evening. He will get, they look like they want a fake, and that ball is deep at around the 20-yard line, and it will be recovered by St. Pius, but a huge miscommunication is going to take the ball from the Lamar 48-yard line all the way to the St. Pius 20-yard line.
Well, I think
that snap went to nobody.
I was trying to think what was really going on there, guys.
I think that was a thought that perhaps they were going to fake the football, but obviously a huge miscommunication. Harris had no chance at getting the football.
Now, they had a man set up to the left and close of the punter, but that ball went to the right.
So it looks like we've got a TV timeout here. We're going to take it with them with 1:54 to go in the first quarter. Lamarck leading St. Pius 7-0. Coug Sports Net will be right back. Back here, 1st and 10 for Lamarck at the St. Pius 20-yard line after a bad snap led to a loss of 33 yards for St. Pius. Datron Cole looking at his wrist as he will now go in a shotgun formation. Jones lined up to the right, Richard to the left. Cole back, steps up, goes, looking in the direction of Hardeman. In and out of the hands of Hardeman. Ball was floating out of bounds. Would have been difficult for him to pull it in. Coverage there by number 4, Chase Fontana.
If he'd have managed to catch that ball, he'd have been hard-pressed to stay in bounds, as it was just about 1 yard further than it needed to be. And we've seen him make some miracle catches.
2nd down and 9. There's an 8-man front for St. Pius. Handoff is going to be to Jones. And that 8-man front not allowing anything inside. He got about a yard, and that was about it. Don't want to squander this opportunity. 2nd time, you've got great field position here tonight.
Kalichi okay, I'm not even going to try that last name.
2 games in a row now. We're going to have to call him by the first name.
3rd down and 10 at the 20, officially a no gain. Franklin lined up at fullback. Richard is deep. They will go play action. Cole evades one tackler, but he won't get the second one. Number 57, Alex Guzman, will get partial credit for the sack.
Avery Sims will get the other piece of that, as he applied a lot of pressure right there initially, forced him to step up into that other defender's arms.
Panthers definitely were not fooled on the play action. It's going to be a loss of about 6. So 4th and 16 yards. Definitely the Cougars will go for it. They'll go at a 3-wide set with Richard in the backfield. Franklin's lined up deep to the far side. Hardeman to the near. Cole back, throws the ball up. Ball is going to be tipped and incomplete.
Beautiful
Give Chase
defense.
Fontana a lot of credit.
Beautiful
Little guy
defense.
was jammed up against the 6'3 Hardeman, and he fought, battled, and made sure that Hardeman would not make the reception.
Well, the ball was a little underthrown, guys. If it had been thrown a little deeper to where Hardeman didn't have to stop and curl around, I think that would have been a reception.
I think that's one of the things that you'll have to work on, obviously, is if you've got Cole at quarterback, he's going to have to establish a rhythm as a passer and learn how to get a feel for his receivers.
That's right. Yeah, he had to stop and wait, which that's not a hard thing to do for Hardeman, but it was too low to allow the defender to be able to bat it down like he did.
So it'll be a 4-wide set, empty set for Ware. Ware back, steps up, throws the lefty, is going to have the ball called in and out of the hands of number 5, Jeremy Jones.
Heard footsteps.
Yeah, he did.
No correction, that was number 8. These jersey numbers are pretty challenging to look at, guys.
Yeah, they
that
are.
Was Matthew Alexander.
Yeah, it doesn't stand out very well at all against that dark jersey. You're right.
20 seconds remaining here in the first quarter. Could be the final play.
Jeremy Jones, incomplete. Second and 10.
Second down and 10. Nick Minkoff lined up to the far side. Man in motion is going to be Fatuli. She will line up now in a pistol set. Play clock down to 10, and it's going to be a handoff. Nothing doing there as Hunter Massey slammed down, got nothing for his troubles. As that will be the last play at the first quarter. Very interesting first quarter. Cougs recording 3 sacks on the defensive side. New quarterback Datron Cole leading the Cougars downfield with the scoring drive. As one quarter is complete here in Houston, it is Lamar 7, St. Pius nothing. Coug Sports Net will be right back. Here at Parsley Field as we start the second quarter. Lamar leading St. Pius 7-0. St. Pius with the ball facing a third down situation at their 25-yard line. Ware back, rolls out, steps up, throws, goes downfield, has a man, and that ball is going to be incomplete. Brian Newman, their leading receiver, one of the top receivers in the Houston area, had it in his hands, but just could not control it as he stumbled down. Cougs missed a break on that one.
They did.
They dodged the bullet, I should say.
Yeah.
He had a good yard lead out that time on Reggie Franklin and on Chason Douglas, and that's something you don't see very often, anybody getting a step on Reggie Franklin.
Penalty against the Panthers will be declined. So Ollie Harris, number 44, will line up the punt, but he will be punting into the wind here as Reggie Franklin is lined up at the Lamarck 40-yard line.
Ollie Harris in the punt for the Panthers.
With a 32, minus 32-yard punt on the previous attempt.
Yeah.
Harris looking to see if he can get a better result here. He will, and the ball's a line drive that Franklin will take a look at, bobbled it, breaks one tackle, still on his feet, breaks another tackle, still going, and finally dragged down at around the 39-yard line. That had to be one of the most interesting no-gain punt returns that you're ever going to see.
Yeah,
that was a dance move routine.
It's a Dancing with the Stars back there, and
flag down. So we will see what the penalty is. Holding against Lamar. So that will take the Cougars back 10 yards. So they will spot the ball at the 30-yard line with 11:39 to go here in the first half. 7-0 Lamar. Game's only scored thus far, a 14-yard touchdown pass. Datron Cole, your new quarterback, finding Reggie Franklin all alone in the middle of the end zone on the opening drive. Cougs missed an opportunity. They had a 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line. We're not able to cash that one in late in the first quarter. So we will see what the offense does here. 1st and 10 at their own 30. Offset I formation. Ladarian Ellis-Jones is lined up deep. Richard is the fullback. Cole snap, play action. They'll fake it. Cole back, throws it. High arcing pass, and the ball is going to be incomplete. Looking in the direction of Demetrius James, the ball just got sucked up in the wind as the Cougars are throwing into the wind here. Play action looked good, but the ball just hung up there, allowed 2 additional defenders for St. Pius to come in and break up the play.
You have to give it to Coach Jackson for experimenting, guys, in these non-district ball games, trying to see what's going to work when it really the wins and losses count.
2nd and 10 now. Cole hand the ball off to Ellis-Jones, will break one tackle, still on his feet. 40, breaks another tackle to around the 43-yard line. So that's the Ladarian Ellis-Jones that ran for over 1,100 yards last year and enters tonight as the team's leading rusher, but he is back in his normal domain at running back. Gain of 14 on that play. We'll move the chains with a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
At their own 44-yard line.
No huddle coming up here. Richard now is in the backfield with Cole. 4 wide receiver set. Cole calling his own number. Tries to turn a corner and does. Midfield, 45. Still on his feet to the 40. He will go out of bounds at around the 38-yard line. So if we needed to know whether or not Datron Cole can run the ball, I think that answer was made clear, Lewis.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I think that one was a real straightforward answer on that one.
Yards on the carry by Wright.
Gain of
15-yard
15,
gain.
yeah.
Ball into St. Pius territory at the
So Cole with the tote.
40-yard line where it's first
So it's 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line. Up St. Pius with 11:08 to go here in the first half. Daquan Jones now in the backfield, number 24. Lined up next to Cole. And it will be a handoff to Jones, and Jones is going to drag a defender to around the 35-yard line. So a game of about 4, maybe 5 on that play. We'll move the ball to the 35. So the Cougars, methodical drive right here. They're moving the chains, and that's what you want to see from this offense.
Yeah, 4 or 5 yards at a time. Sorry, Lewis. There's no problem with that.
4 different ball carriers now. Tailback by committee is alive and well in Lamarque again.
2nd down and 6. Spot the ball at the 36-yard line of St. Pius. 4 wide set. Cole calls his own number. Got a block from Richard, and will get to around the 35, maybe the 33-yard line. So he may have got a gain of about 3 there. So make it 3rd down.
Didn't get that much
Did not
there.
get anything. Looked like he got past the line of scrimmage, but they officially say no gain. So 3rd down and 5 coming up. 4 wide receivers set. Hardeman and Franklin are in the slots. You've got the James brothers lined up to either side. Demetrius to the near side. This looks like a free play. Ball's going to be thrown up in the direction of Hardeman, and Hardeman is going to play defensive back and just knock the ball down. Actually, that was Demetrius James, number 2. Flag down. See if the hard count fooled them.
Well, we've been seeing that hard count for the last 3 games now.
And it did. Offsides, and St. Pius will give Lamarque a 1st down courtesy of that.
Did he make? Will it be a 1st down? It's going to be real close.
It's gonna be, I think it's going to wind up leaving it just a little bit short.
Oh,
No,
it's
he
going to be
made
just a
it
little bit
little
enough,
long.
just enough for a 1st down. So 1st down. So
Very good.
again, this trend of having the quarterbacks with the hard counts fooling the defense continuing here. 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line of St. Pius. 9:52 to go first half. Still a 7-0 game as we await the chain gang to get settled here. And they are 1st and 10. Pistol set. Richard is the deep back with Val Allen. Man in motion. And flag is down. Was looking to get the ball to Alan Cooper. Flags are down, and we'll see what the issue is.
Illegal shift.
Illegal shift,
Oh,
and
no,
then it's going to take
Nope, they're going to
false
call it
start.
false start.
So it will take the Cougars back 5 as we saw what would have been the first carry for Alan Cooper. We've seen a lot of runners here this evening, but that would have been the first time we saw Coop.
That would have been number 5. That would have been the 5th different running back.
Got some personnel changes in. Val Allen will go out as Reggie Franklin will come back in. Hardeman is lined up to the far side. Franklin is lined up near side, and we've got a timeout. 9 minutes, 23 seconds to go first half. It is Lamarque leading St. Pius 7-0. Coug Sports Net will be right back. Back here, 1st and 15 at the 35-yard line. Lamarque with a 1st and 15, 9:21 to go here in the first half. Back to throw is Cole, and Cole is going to hit. Ball is deep and incomplete. He had a wide open Demetrius James. Good pressure by the Panthers, As will be a 2nd down and 15.
He got a lot of pressure back there as he got hit right as he released that ball. And you know what? He's obviously a big, strong boy because he took that hit and never went to the ground.
Oh, not at all. He showed poise in the pocket.
2nd and 14.
Second down, 15 yards to go at the 40-yard line. Cole back, steps up, pumps, dials it up, looking in the direction of Hardeman, and Hardeman is going to be intercepted. Good coverage by number 4, Chase Fontana, and it has paid off, and Fontana has won the battle thus far against Hardeman.
Well, they've all been underthrown, though, guys. Not to be derogatory there,
right.
but he's not leading him up high to where, Hardeman has the advantage.
And that's one of the things that he'll have to work on, definitely.
That's right.
He'll either need to get rid of that ball just a little bit quicker or put a little bit more info on it, one of the two.
So the Panthers, again, thwart a Cougar drive inside their territory, but it's a 1st and 10 for St. Pius at their own 6-yard line. 9 minutes, 10 seconds remaining here in the first half. Timmy Ware is the quarterback in a pistol set. Massey's the deep back, and it'll be Massey with the carry. No, it'll be Cole Ware. And Ware will drag a couple of defenders to around the 10-yard line. So he got about 4 yards on that player.
Number 7, Tyree Mason, and number 10, Murphy Smith, both in on that stop.
Ware ran 14 times, 156 yards, 2 touchdowns in last week's victory. It's going to be hard-pressed to duplicate that effort tonight. 2nd down and 6 at the 10-yard line. 8:39 and counting here in the first half. Shotgun set as Ware will drop it. We'll take the handoff. A flag is down. Ware will get to around the 17, 18-yard line. So it looks like he'll have just enough for a first down, but a flag did come down.
Justin
and
Britton.
It's an offsides against Lamar.
No. Justin Britton and Herb Smith in on the stop.
So they'll refuse the penalty as it moves the chains. They'll get the ball at the 18-yard line.
First down for St. Pius.
Gain of 8 by Ware.
Ball at the Panther 18.
So a new set of downs for a St. Pius offense that has struggled to gain any kind of consistency here tonight. Massey is deep in the backfield with Ware. We'll get the snap. This time it is Massey. Massey will break a couple of defenders and get to around the 25-yard line. So a gain of 8 for Micah Massey, who came into the game with 380 yards rushing and 3 touchdowns. Bit of a no huddle coming up here.
Isaiah Hall and Murphy Smith in on the stop that time.
No huddle for the Panthers. 7:54 to go, first half. Pistol set. Low snap for Ware, who will carry the ball or try to get past the line of scrimmage, and he will just get to the line of scrimmage.
I think there was a confusion there in the backfield, guys.
Lots of confusion, but number 7, Tyree Mason, was there to solve it for him.
And unfortunately, his helmet came off during the course of that play, which means he's going to wind up sitting out a play. So
a loss, actually no gain, 3rd down and 3. 7:20 to go, first half. Flag down, and it looks like we're going to have a timeout, and we do. 7:17 to go, first half. St. Pius takes the timeout, trailing Lamar 7-0. Cougar Sports Net will be right back. 3, ball at the 26-yard line. As Ware lined up in a shotgun set. 3 wide receivers to the far side. 3-man front for Lamar, showing blitz from the outside. And they will. Ware drops back, swings the pass to Freeman, and Freeman's going to have enough for a first down. Went to the wishing well and found their favorite wideout, Brian Newman.
Nice block over there by that wide receiver that sealed off that edge, allowed him to get forward a little bit on the inside to get that first down.
Quick hitting pass, slowed down at Lamar defense just a bit. They will spot at the 33 after a gain of 7. 7:06 to go, first half. Ware back, fakes the pass, turns the corner, 35, and he is going to be bumped short out of bounds at around the 38-yard line.
Number 14, Derek Lewis in on the stop for the Cougars.
Nice hard hit that slowed Ware down, slowed his momentum down immediately.
Popped him good.
Gain of about 5. Again, a no-huddle offense for the Panthers. 2nd down and 5 at the 38-yard line. 6:40 to go, first half. Trip set in the slot on the near side. Cougs show blitz. Ware back, has pressure, trying to get rid of the ball, and he will not. 4th sack of the night. Give credit to number 7, Tyree Mason, on that one, Lewis.
Outstanding job. That quarterback, Timmy, actually thought about trying to get rid of that ball while he was in the grass, but he'd have been lucky to get that ball back to the line of scrimmage.
He averted disaster by holding on to the ball, but nevertheless, it is a loss of 11 yards. Make it 3rd down and 16 at the 27-yard line of St. Pius. 4th sack of the night for Lamar. 6:11 to go first half. Again, 4 wide receivers, 3 to the far side. Massey lined up in the backfield. Shotgun set Ware. Steps back. Has pressure. It's going to be sacked. Sack number 5. Give that credit to number 26. That's Dylan Billiot.
Outstanding job that time by Billiot. As he came crashing in, nobody touched him.
Boy, I mean, it was the flash.
5th sack here tonight. Right now, the Lamar Cougars are looking like a bunch of happy grocery men. 5th sack of the night. And I don't think St. Pius is going to lead much of a tip.
Nope.
Harris back to punt. Franklin lined up at around the 46-yard line of Lamar. Clock running at 5:20 in the first half. Harris will get it off a low line drive that's going to be fielded and bobbled by Franklin. Franklin's going to get swarmed.
Dangerous catch.
Man.
Marcus Evans, number 24, one of the up men. A huge hit on Franklin, who had problems holding on to the ball. Was lucky to get it before number 24, Marcus Evans, came in and delivered a nice hit.
Boy, you know, normally a line drive punt like that, guys, getting back to the return man, normally is an advantage for the return man. But when it's bouncing up like that and spinning, you've got to get control of it first, and that's what Franklin did not do. He almost let it go over his head.
1st down and 10. You'll spot the ball at the 36-yard line of Lamar. 5:11 to go first half. Offset I formation. Richard is your fullback, and it'll be Ellis Jones with the handoff, and he will get to around the 37, maybe the 38-yard line. Gain of 2. Again, Lewis, one of the things that we have seen is that Lamar has had success all season long running the ball outside. They have struggled running the ball inside, and that run was indicative of that.
Yeah, but we haven't seen a whole lot of Ellis Jones trying to make it up. Last year, he was a good power runner up there, as he was the Thunder part of Thunder and Lightning last year.
So they'll say a gain of 1, and it'll be a toss to Jones, and Jones breaks 1 tackle, breaks a couple of others, and he is going to power his way to around the 40-yard line. So a gain of about 3. Took about 3, 4, maybe 5 defenders to bring him down. Pick up a 3 will make it 3rd down and 6.
It'll be 3rd down and 5.
3rd and 6 for Lamar at the 40-yard line.
Avery Sims, the primary tackler for
As we will get a 4 wide set. 4 wide receiver set. No, actually we'll look more as they will modify to their offset I. Jump, free play. Cole's going to throw the ball up, and it will be Hardeman.
He makes the catch, but
catch out of bounds, but it's going to be a first. It's going to be close to a first down, if not officially a first down. As again, it looked like one of the St. Pius defenders jumped before the snap.
No, I don't think he's going to get a first down on
no,
that.
he'll be just short.
Yeah.
Yep.
If that is truly, was there a flag at all?
There was no flag. Wow.
No flag.
No flag, so it'll be a 4th down coming up. 4th down, as back deep is number 17 for St. Pius. Brian Newman. Newman lined up his own 25-yard line. Cole, normally the punter, not the punter now. 4th down, and they will get the ball away. Nice kick. Line drop that's going to angle, bounces off by Newman, and Newman tries to turn the corner. 25, gets close to the 30-yard line. So a nice return by Newman, and the Panthers will get the ball at their own 30-yard line. 3 minutes, 48 seconds remaining in the first half. Still 7-0 here. Newman a little slow to get up, as St. Pius is going to have to open their drive without their leading receiver.
Lamarque offense started out like gangbusters, coming out with a real nice 41-yard drive early in the first half. Couple of nice runs, and a real nice pass play to cap it all off. since then, it's been a little bit slow. It's been more of a feeling out game now.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. 4 wide set. And it'll be Massey with the carry. Massey will get to around the 33-yard line, number 52.
Edwards.
Edwards there on the stop. First man in, as Massey will get the ball to around the 34-yard line. So a gain of 4 makes it 2nd and 6 at the 34-yard line. Number 5, Darius Law coming in, Jeremy Jones coming in. Again, shotgun set. Ware fakes it out, swings it out. Ball is going to be incomplete. Yep. In and out of the hands of number 20, Sam Vituli. So a 3rd down and 6 coming up. 3 minutes, 15 seconds remaining here in the first half. So if the Cougars can make a stop here, the offense will have at least one more opportunity to put points on the board here before the half.
Timmy Ware showing his intelligence as a quarterback as he's making sure every player up on the line in this quick no-huddle offense knows what they're doing.
You know, the main goal, keep the gold jerseys off of me. He's been sacked 5 times. 3rd down, 6. Cougars again showing blitz. Ware pump fakes, tries to break a tackle and won't.
They had a spy on him that time. They said, hey, watch him.
And that's Amiel Fleming. Saw a little bit of him last week, and he looked pretty impressive. It's a sophomore that's starting to gain a lot more time, and as we mentioned, it is really a case of Mike Jackson finding out who's going to play prior to district play on October 11th against Sweeney. Looks like we've got a timeout. We'll take it with 3:02 to go in the first half. Lamar 7, St. Pius nothing. Coug Sports Net will be right back. Back here, 3:02 remaining in the first half. Homecoming here at Parsley Field for the St. Pius Panthers as they trail Lamar 7-0. Reggie Franklin back deep at his own 36-yard line, awaiting the punt from Ollie Harris, who was lined up at his own 25-yard line. Harris will get the snap. This one's a bit of a wobbler that's going to just die out of bounds at around the 42-yard line of the Cougars. So the Cougars are going to have good field position here with 2:55 to go in the first half.
All right, let's put a drive together like they did right before the first half last week.
Oh, that was a very efficient drive. No huddle offense. You know, finally capped off by a great reception by Hardeman. Turned out to be the last score of the game, and fortunately it was for Lamar. Again, Datron Cole, he has looked okay at quarterback. You know, it's just a case of timing right now. He looks very comfortable he looks very comfortable leading this offense.
Yeah, he doesn't have happy feet.
1st and 10. Daquan Jones in the backfield with them. He's going to shotgun set 4 wide. And the handoff is going to be to Jones, and Jones will skirt a tackle, 45, midfield, still to around the 47-yard line. So Daquan Jones, who started the game with 2 impressive runs, will get another run here, and will get the ball to the 47-yard line of St. Pius, and that was a gain of 13 yards. 2:48 and counting here in the first half. Cougs doing their no huddle. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line of St. Pius. Cole calls his own number, tries to turn the corner, breaks a tackle, gets to around the 45-yard line. So he does get 2 yards on the carry. Tackle made by number 24, Marcus Evans. Also in there, looks like number 18, Sean Kilpatrick.
Snap just a little bit high, caused him to hold up a bit while he made sure he had it and got a little bit behind his blockers as Jones, as well as a pulling guard over here to the near side, had a hole opened up briefly for him.
2:11 to go first half. 7-0. It is 2nd and 8 at the 45. Counter play is going to be to Jones, and Jones gets 40, 35-30, 25-20. Is going to go out of bounds at around the 18, maybe the 17-yard line. But nonetheless, that is a gain of 27 yards, and the Cougars are going to move the chains with the big carry by Daquan Jones.
Boy, he just burst out of there, and just before you knew it, he was 10 yards down the field.
It's what we've been talking about for the last couple of weeks. They seem to be able to get some ground going around that outside as the speed of Lamarque tends to be able to outrun some of these defenses that we've seen the last couple of weeks.
4 wide set. Dalen Richard is the back with Jones in the shotgun, 146 and counting. And it'll be Cole turning the corner. Flag is going to be down. Cole is going to get to around the 1-yard line. Flag is down, and it looks like that definitely is going to come back against Lamar.
Yep. Pinched in, we're going to have a holding.
Holding against the Cougars. So it's absolutely positively what you did not want for Lamar.
It seems like every time they get down close to this red zone guy, there's something that they do to shoot themselves in the foot. If they can correct that one big area of the game, this team can put up 35 points easy on every score.
Oh, there's
every
no
game.
question. And it's really been one of the biggest problems offensively is the inability to cash in on the red zone. And we have seen this at least once in each game this season.
That's right.
4th penalty for the Cougars.
So we'll make it a 1st and 20 at the 28-yard line. Jones back in, and he will get the handoff, tries to turn the corner, breaks a couple of tackles, still on his feet. When what looked like a gain of about maybe 2 or 3 turned out to be around a gain of 10 or about 12. Actually, no, gain of 11 as he gets past the original line of scrimmage. So make it 3rd down and 9 with 1:17 and counting in the first half.
No, that should be 2nd down, isn't it?
Second
it's
down,
second.
excuse me.
All
Sorry
right.
about that. 2nd down and 9.
2nd and 9.
2nd and 9 at the 18-yard line. And it'll be Cole calling his own number, breaks a couple of tackles, still on his feet. Got the ball inside the 10. And looks like he is going to be close to a 1st down. So Detroit Cole,
Mark him just about a yard
gain of
short.
8, about a yard short. There you go, 3rd down and 1, 45 seconds to go, clock continuing to run. Cougs are out of timeouts. Cole is going to have the 1st down, and that's going to stop the clock there with 35 seconds. So we are seeing Datron Cole really step up here, guys.
Ball resting at the 5 yards, so that's you can actually get 2 or 3 running plays here if you so choose.
1st and goal, clock running, 30 seconds here in the first half. 4 wide set. Probably look to find Franklin. They'll actually go with Cole calling his number. He got smashed. Clock continuing to run with 22 seconds.
Need to
Cougs
get up.
have got to hurry up and get the play going. Tick, 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 tick. 16, 15, 14. Got to spike the ball with 12 seconds. 10, 9, 8 seconds remaining. Down to 6, down to 5. We'll spike it there with 5 seconds to go. A little bit of confusion there, guys, as that took a long time for Lamar to finally stop the clock with 5 seconds remaining in the first half.
Yeah, Datron Cole went all the way over there to the sideline to get the play to spike the ball. And that's something where he's just got to get a little bit more used to playing that quarterback role. That should have been a real quick given.
And that's one of the things here. It's a non-district game, and he's going to have an entire week off to get more of a feel of the offense. So I would guarantee that when we see Datron Cole again under center in live action on October 11th, you're probably going to see a more sharp quarterback. And we're going to see a field goal attempt as it is going to be Ricky Guillen who's lining up to attempt what would be a 22-yard field goal attempt. Flag down.
Delay of game.
Delay of game, so that will push it back a little bit further, make it 5 yards further, so it would be a 27-yard attempt. Right now, Lamar players are saying that perhaps it was a St. Pius player that jumped. We'll just have to wait and see. They're going to wave it off.
Yeah, I was thinking that because I think he saw that that clock sitting at 25 and thought it had cycled over. And I never saw the clock moving.
So again, it'll be a 22-yard attempt. High snap. Guillen will kick it, and Guillen is going to be no good. Hooked it. So the Cougs miss another opportunity to cash in points at the half. A very interesting first half, but dominated by the Lamar defense with 5 sacks. 24 minutes in the books. It is Lamar 7, St. Pius nothing. Enjoy the halftime. Coug Sports Net will be right back. Start of the second half shortly as the Lamar Cougars come out to the field, leading St. Pius 7-0. Brandon Williams along with Mike Lockwood, Lewis Perrin Jr., Senior Stats. Lewis Perrin Sr. is with us at midfield. Say hello to the coach. William Sowell wasn't here with us tonight, but we'll see you a couple of weeks out at Sweeney. Guys, the first half was pretty interesting. We saw a new quarterback in Datron Cole, got the opening drive with the touchdown to Reggie Franklin. Since then, it seems like the offense has been a little out of sync. They've missed a couple of opportunities in the red zone, but fortunately the defense picking up where they left off last week against Lamar consolidated. 5 first-half sacks here of the quarterback.
All kinds of pressure being put upon Timmy Ware as well, as he has tried several times to get that ball down to his wide receivers, outstanding wide receiver core that he's got, and just hasn't been able to do it as he's been under pressure.
Cougars in their last non-district game, third of 4 games away from Etheridge Stadium. We've got an open week next week, guys, so no Lamar football. We'll be on the road to Open District 24 3A play on October 11th at Sweeney, and then home sweet home, homecoming, guys.
It's been a long time.
It's been a very, very long time.
And I guess that's what's going to make it a true homecoming. I mean, after all, it'll have been 5 weeks, I guess, total.
5 weeks, yeah.
Since we did have a quote home game at Reliance Stadium, but there's no, I mean, you know, Dome Sweet Home is nice, but Etheridge Stadium is where we live.
Yep.
Exactly. Definitely looking forward to the night of October 18th, homecoming. We'll get to see old faces from the past. And, you know, this is a big anniversary year for Lamar. 1963, you got that Lamar team led by Norm Bulash that just fell short of a state championship, lost in the last seconds to Far One San Antonio. Then in 1993, Alan Waddell took the Cougars to the first of 6 straight state championship trips.
That's right.
Fell short against Stephenville. We eventually got 2 state championships along the way. And then 10 years ago, Coach Brian Irwin and an explosive Lamar offense that shattered all kinds of offensive records for the Cougars en route to a perfect season and the wild, wild state championship game against Denton Ryan. Probably one of the greatest postseason games you'll ever see.
Yes, sir. We're going to take a quick timeout. We'll be right back.
Are set to start the second half as number 44, Ollie Harris, is set to kick off for the St. Pius Panthers. Back deep for Lamar, number 24, Daquan Jones, and number 22, Alan Cooper. Seen a lot of carries tonight, but we have yet to see Cooper touch the ball. Harris with the kick. He is going to aim it in the direction of Cooper, and that ball is just going to go out of bounds.
We'll come out to the 30-yard line. Or 30.
Goes out of bounds.
So we will see the Lamarck offense. They've had their moments since the opening scoring drive, but it's just been in fits and starts. Again, the problems with the red zone coming in focus. Missed an opportunity with the 1st and 10 at the 20. Got the ball down, a 1st and goal at the 17. Neither time they were able to cash in with points.
And then, of course, the missed field goal there to end the half. 3 times down inside that red zone, just not able to come away with anything. That's going to be something that Lamar is definitely going to have to work on going into district play.
So it will be Natron Cole, number 12 at quarterback. He has Daquan Jones, number 24, in the backfield with them. Cougars will go up their 4-wide set. James brothers are lined up outside. Hardeman lined up in a slot to the far side. Reggie Franklin slot near. Shotgun set. Cole awaiting the snap. Counter play is going to be to Daquan Jones, and Jones is going to spin his way for about a yard or two to around the 34-yard line. They'll spot him actually a gain of 3.
3 yards. Sean Kilpatrick.
So 2nd and 7 as Kilpatrick with the stop. Shotgun set again. No huddle for the Cougars. Cole waiting the snap. Counter play to Jones, and Jones will break a couple of tackles, gets to around the 36-yard line, so he'll get another 3 yards there. So make it 3rd down and 4.
Hancock making the stop for the Panthers. Pick up
again, Cougars with the no huddle.
3rd down and about 3 yards needed for the first down.
And we'll move Jones over. 3rd down, they'll call it 4 at the 36-yard line. Cole. Center quarterback problems raised their head again as Cole was unable to complete the snap.
For a loss of 3 yards.
Loses about 2 on that play.
Bring up a 4th down.
So 4th down coming up. So Cougars missing an opportunity to put points on the board in their opening drive of the second half. New return specialist in as Micah Massey is back deep for the Panthers. He's lined up around his own 25-yard line.
Lamar's kicking into a stiff wind again, just like in the second quarter.
Up, down, and the punt is going to be off line drive. That Massey will scoop up at around his own 21. Lost balance for momentarily. Tries to spin around, and he is going to be stopped.
Michael Massey on the
They need to blow the whistle. Holy cow.
Line, yeah.
6 yards.
Looked like a rugby scrum at the end of that.
It did. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 Cougars in and around that ball carrier when they finally blew that whistle.
So 1st and 10 for the Panthers. And they will spot the ball officially. Looks like they'll spot it at the 30-yard line, which they will. 10-17 to go first half. Third quarter, excuse me.
Games like this is what will test your Cougar patience on the offense.
Yes, it will.
Yeah, no question. Timmy Ware, the shotgun set, hands the ball up to Massey, and Massey is going to move past the 30 to around maybe the 33-yard line where he is going to be stopped. Dylan Billiot amongst the ball carrier, amongst the defenders with the stop. Also got number 25, Herb Smith, in there on the tackle. No huddle offense now for St. Pius. St. Pius, 2nd and 7. And it'll be again Massey, and Massey's got room to run. Massey first down and more. His best run up the night is going to carry the Panthers to around the 47-yard line. So a gain of 14 yards on the quick hitter there.
Time Reggie Franklin as well as Isaiah Hall had to come in and make that tackle from their safety positions.
4 wide receivers set, 3 to the near. Coug show blitz. Hand off again is to Massey, and Massey's going to be stopped about a yard gain there. Herb Smith, the number 10. Murphy Smith, the number 10. Allen in there as well. So he gained the yard, maybe 2.
Allen making the stop.
2nd and 8.
2nd and 9.
2nd and 8, where the shotgun, there was some movement, and they caught it. One of the St. Pius linemen moved. That'll be a false start that will take the Panthers back 5 yards. So they'll be looking now at a 2nd and 14 at their own 43-yard line. 9-12 to go third quarter.
Tried to catch Lamar that time coming across the line, but he had time to get back, and one of those offensive linemen stood up or started to stand up.
So it'll be 2nd down, 14 yards to go at the 43-yard line. Where hand the ball off to Massey. Massey past midfield. Massey close to the 45-yard line. So he comes awful close to getting almost all those yards back. Good run. We'll take them into Cougars territory. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line after a gain of 10. 3rd down, 4.
3rd and 3.
Where again going to Massey, and Massey's not going to get anywhere. Went to the well once too often. Val Allen, Justin Britton in there on the stop as well.
Good pressure that time as he got through, as Val Allen got through that line quickly, able to disrupt it and just wait long enough for Britton to step up and make that stop.
So 4th down. You don't see Ollie Harris yet. So 4th and 3. That looks like the Panthers are going to roll the dice here. Ball at the 47-yard line at Lamar. 8:08 to go, third quarter. Panthers need 3 for the first. And they will get Massey, and Massey's got the first down, and the ball came loose.
Ball's on the ground, but right back into his arms.
Into his hands. He dodged the bullet there, and they got the first down. So Massey, their leading rusher, was held in check in the first half. He is starting to get his wheels rolling here.
Some of these Lamar linebackers are going to have to start stepping up in those gaps just a little bit quicker. I know they're respecting the pass game, but
might be a good time for play action here if you're St. Pius. It'll be Massey again, and Massey's going to steam his way, still on his feet. They'll say forward progress to around the 41-yard line.
Justin Britton in again on the stop.
Excuse me, the 36-yard line, so a gain of 5 on that play. 2nd and 5, 7:20 to go, third quarter. St. Pius, their best drive of the night so far.
Yeah, they think they found something back there in Mr. Massey. And so far on this drive, they have.
3 wide receivers to the far side. They'll go with the screen, and it's going to be caught.
Nice block
Nice
over
block.
there.
Still another nice block. Nice reception there by Nick Minkoff. And that's a catch that will put them in the red zone. Cougar defender down. We'll take a break. Coug Sports Net will be right back. 1st and 10 at Lamar, at the Lamar 21-yard line for the Panthers. So Reggie Frank was the man that was injured, was able to walk off on his own power. Timmy Ware and Mike Massey have been the lead horses on this drive. And it'll be a handoff to Massey. He'll get inside the 20, stopped it around the 18-yard line. So a pickup of 3 on there.
Val Allen and Isaiah Hall.
6:46 to go, third quarter. It's a time-consuming drive here for the Panthers.
2 yards on the carry.
Officially a gain of 2, so make it second down and 8 at the 19-yard line. 3 receivers set as Ware will drop back. The lefty is trying to avoid pressure. Flag is down, and as is Ware, as he is bumped out around the 19-yard line. It's going to be a hold against St. Pius, so it will take them back. Again, the Cougars have done, for the most part, a very good job of defending the pass. It's this left Ware, basically more of a scrambler for most of the night. He's been sacked 5 times and has had pressure on him all night long.
And let the coach make the call over there on the far side. There it is, hold. And Lamarck will accept it.
Holding
Take them
penalty
back.
marked off against the Panthers, 10 yards.
Mark it off, and they will be at the 29-yard line.
It'll be second
Facing
down and
a
about 20
second
yards
down
needed for the Panther
and
first
18
down.
for the first. We have to get the ball just around the 11-yard line for the first down. Ware has thrown just 1 pass on the drive. It's really been Massey and has carried this drive deep in Lamarck territory. Pistol set. Ware waits the snap, gets it, and it's going to be Massey again. Actually,
No,
it's going
it's
to be Ware. Ware's fooled a lot of defenders. Good move to the 10 to the 5, touchdown. He made one heck of a fake to shake a Lamar defender around. 29-yard gain and a touchdown. So it is a 7-6 game with 6:14 to go, third quarter, and we're an extra point away from having this tied.
There's a Cougar down there that's going to have to go back out to about the 8-yard line and pick up his shoes, as he just got faked right out of him on a beautiful move that time by Timmy Ware.
There it shows the versatility of Timmy Ware, and this offense is too explosive to think that you're going to shut them down. Fatuli with the extra point.
Yeah, you don't win 12 state titles without being able to put something together like that.
Truly looking to attempt to tie to make this a 7-7 game. Snap up, the kick is going to be right down Broadway, and it is good.
The kick is good.
6 minutes, 14 seconds remaining to go in the third quarter. A 29-yard touchdown run by quarterback Timmy Ware has now made this a 7-7 game. Coug Sports Net will be right back. 6 minutes, 14 seconds to go. Third quarter, St. Pius has tied this one up 7-7. Ollie Harris will kick the ball off. Back deep. Carlos Bells, number 23, Reggie Franklin, 33 at around our 18-yard line. The deep man is Daquan Jones at around the 10. And it'll be Harris with a poocher that's going to go out of bounds and give Lamar possession again at the 30-yard line. Well, we made a huge faux pas. Just now learned that there was a switch at quarterback, but there was also a switch of jerseys as well. Number 12 is Anthony Wright, who is at quarterback, and number 28 is Datron Cole. They changed jerseys this week. So it looks like we're going to get a re-kick here as well.
Thank you, Brent Lartigue, Lamarque, that right beside us here, that let us know that.
So it is Anthony Wright. He's the backup last season. Start the season at linebacker, but he is getting the start tonight. It's also was one of the up guys at around the 46-yard line.
You know, guys, and that's not trying to make excuses, but this offense has been a little lethargic since that first drive. They really haven't been able to put much together or much chemistry. And, you know, you change in a starter quarterback, you know, like that in midweek almost. It does make a difference.
Certainly. Just a 6-day turnaround. Consider it's a Thursday night game. This one looks like it will not go inbounds, and it will go back.
And I'd be inclined to make them kick it again. They do not want us to do a run back.
No.
And we'll keep backing them up until they let us have one.
Yeah. And it looks like that's probably what Coach Dr. Mike Jackson is going to do. Well, Ollie Harris has had a pretty interesting night. He has yet to get a kickoff inbounds. He's had that one play where he lost 30 yards on a punt, on a botched fake punt.
Panthers once again
And he has also struggled as far as his punts are concerned. So they're going to kick off at the 30-yard line, which will bring Jones up to his own 25, with Spells and Franklin at their own 35.
They're kicking it in the general direction of Reggie Franklin, which is not something, if they've been watching film, is not something that I highly recommend doing.
I mean, you're really not going to get away either way, even with Dalen Richard lined up.
That's true, too.
And around the 42-yard line, those 4 guys that are back deep, Richard, Spells, Franklin, and Jones, each of these guys have big play potential. So it's a new kicker right here, and this one's going to stay in bounds in the direction of Richard, who loses the football, picks it up, and gets to around midfield. So the ploy does work, as the Cougars are going to have great field position for Anthony Wright in the offense.
Brings it up to midfield.
They'll put the ball at midfield with 6:09 to go third quarter. And as you said, Mike, the offense has just been really lethargic all night long. You really need to get something here. Like I said, you're not going to shut St. Pius out. And with them scoring that first touchdown, you've got to think that the momentum has swung their way a bit. 1st and 10 for Lamar at midfield. Wright with the handoff. And it's going to be LaDarian Ellis-Jones, and Jones will get to the line of scrimmage barely, as St. Pius did a good job of stringing that play out. Number 24, that's going to be Marcus Evans there with the stop.
Yeah, and the handoff was not clean either, guys.
It wasn't. He had to reach way out in front of him to hand that ball off.
Center quarterback exchange again. It's been a bit of a problem. So no gain on that one. 2nd down and 10 as Ellis-Jones goes out. Daquan Jones back in. Right in shotgun. And it'll be a counter play to Jones. And Jones has room if he can stay up. 1st down and a lot more, as he gets the ball to around the 37-yard line. So a gain of 13 for Daquan Jones.
Daquan Jones on the carry.
That may be the spark that we need to get this drive really going and cooking.
Once again,
good things have happened with Jones' hands on the football here this evening.
Cougars at the St. Pius 36.
1st and 10 at the 36 after a gain of 14. Jones still in the backfield with Wright. And it'll be again to Jones. Cuts back 35, tries to turn the corner. Still on his feet to the 30 to around the 27-yard line. Did not give up on that play and ended up with 9 yards.
What a fighter.
There were several men that time just hanging on him at various times, and he was still able on that last dive to get another couple of yards.
So Jones will go out. They'll put Ellis-Jones back in. So he will line up in shotgun with Wright. 2nd and 2 after the gain of 8. 4:53 to go here, third quarter. 7-7 is your score. Wright awaits the snap. Hands it off to Ellis-Jones, and Ellis-Jones is going to barge his way to a 1st down to around the 24-yard line. So a gain of 3 will move the chains here with 4:39 and counting.
Now, if you could just keep moving forward like this, guys, you're going to put it in the end zone.
That's it.
Pick up good for another Lamar first
Spot the
down.
ball at the 25-yard line.
At the St. Pius 25.
5th trip into the red zone now in this game for the Cougars.
Right on the outer edge of it right now at the 25. 4 receivers set, as Ellis-Jones remains in the game with Wright. Handoff is going to be a fake, and this time it's going to be Wright. Wright cuts back. Wright has a lot of room inside the 15, and he is going to be stopped right around the 15-yard line. Gain of 10 as Anthony Wright calls his own number.
Wright on the keeper up the middle.
Huge hole as the offensive line. Very impressive here on this drive as they move the chains yet again.
And I should ask, Anthony Wright is kin to Timothy Wright?
I don't know. He runs a little bit like him.
At the Panther 14-yard line.
Gain of 11 on that play. 1st and 10. And it'll be a counter to Ellis-Jones. And Ellis-Jones is going to get bounced hard at around the 13-yard line.
He took
that was a loud smack.
Yes, it was.
That was number 34, Jonathan Moss there with a huge hit.
The tackle for the Panthers. After
Hear that one all the way up to the press box.
It'll be
Gain of 2, 2nd and 8. Daquan Jones back in the ball game in the backfield with the right. 4 receiver set. And again, hand off to Jones, and Jones is going to cut back, still on his feet before he goes down to around the 7-yard line. So he'll pick up 5 here. So 3rd down and short yardage coming up. 3:17 and counting here in the 3rd.
Making the stop of the Panthers.
7 plays on this drive so far, all on the ground.
3rd and about 4.
3rd down, make it 4 to go. So they will spot the ball.
Come on, guys, first
right
down.
Around the
Punch it
9-yard line. Wright and Jones in the backfield. Wright looking to call his own number, tries to turn the corner, and he won't. He'll get about a yard. And that was a good tackle there by number 54.
Yep.
Anthony Wright.
And Reed Moss. Moss with the stop. He got about a yard.
Moss making the stop for the Panthers.
So 4th down.
A gain of 1 yard.
Guillen is not in the game, so it's going to be 4th down and about 3.
And 4 for the Cougars.
Look at Hardeman.
Hardeman is looking for an opportunity. They've got a bigger guy on Hardeman as well. There'll be a counter play, and it's going to be Daquan Jones first down, driving inside the 5 to around the 3-yard line. Daquan Jones has really been the story of this drive, guys.
Yes, he has. He's hard running.
It'll be 1st and goal.
You know, Hardeman's over there in the slot now instead of the far wide out.
1st and goal at the Panther 3-yard line.
The way this drive's been going, though, I'd go ahead and keep that ball on the ground until they prove they can stop Jones with any,
First and goal at the 4. It's going to be Jones. Turns the corner. On his feet. Touchdown to Daquan Jones. Shades of the water bug, Ja'Cory Aldridge.
Yeah.
Daquan Jones will get the ball in from 4 yards out. Make it 13-7, extra point pending with 2:06 to go in the 3rd quarter.
Not one pass on that drive, correct,
Not
guys?
at all. This was a Dr. Mike Jackson back to basics type drive here.
The point after for the Cougars.
Again, looking to attempt the extra point. Gets the snap, hold, the kick is up, and the kick is going to be good.
And the kick is good.
New score with 2 minutes, 6 seconds to go, 3rd quarter. It is good to be going right now as Lamar leads St. Pius 14-7. Coug Sports Net will be right back. 14-7 now is your score. 2:06 to go, 3rd quarter. Shades of his older brother Timothy Wright, Anthony Wright, moving the ball downfield, but really it was the story of the drive here was Daquan Jones on a 10-play, 50-yard drive that he capped off with a 4-yard touchdown run. Guillen set the kick. Ball is going to be high, fielded around the 21-yard line, and it is going to be Nick Minkoff, the return specialist. Gets the ball close to the 30-yard line with 1:59 to go here in the 3rd.
All right, defense stepping up now. You kind of let them shove it down your throat that previous drive.
Oh, there's no question about it. They only threw 1 pass on that drive.
And Micah Massey was running hard.
There was a make no bones about it type drive. They just fed the ball to their leading rusher, and he put the work in.
See if defensive coordinator Michael Lawrence makes any kind of adjustments depending on what St. Pius throws at him here on this first couple plays.
Linebacker still playing back a little bit.
So 1st and 10 at the 29-yard line. 4 wide receiver set. Massey in the backfield with Ware, and it will be Massey. Gets to around the 31, maybe the 32-yard line, so you'll pick up 3 on that play.
Britton in on the stop.
Linebackers did a good job of closing the gap on that one.
Val Allen in there as well.
So 2nd down and 7.
2nd and 7.
Ball is at the 32-yard line. Panthers also running no huddle.
Now you're seeing the linebackers right on the line. They're going to take a half step back.
And handoff is going to be to Massey, and Massey's going to get the secondary stumbles past a couple of defenders before he is knocked down at around the 46-yard line. So a gain of 14 on that play as Micah Massey powers this way as the ball is spotted at the 45-yard line, so officially a gain of 13.
Well, Marque is only bringing 5 men, occasional a 6th man into that box up front, and that's what the Panthers are seeing that they can run against.
And again, it's going to be Ware trying to turn a corner. Does midfield. He will be stopped. Host of Cougars there on the stop. Billy got the first guy on the scene. As number 10, Murphy Smith, and number 8, Jason Douglas were also there on the stop. Gain of 5 makes it 2nd and 5. 56 seconds and counting here in the third quarter.
2nd and 5.
14-7 game as the Cougars lead St. Pius. Ware barking out signals again. They're going to 4-receiver set with Massey in the backfield. 3-man front. Cougs bringing up a couple of defenders. And again, it's going to be Ware trying to turn the corner, and he will not. This time the Cougars sat at home, and it was number 44, Justin Britton, who really made that play happen, guys.
The closer.
The closer. And he's got some speed because he was way inside when that play started.
Yeah, he came downhill to make sure that play did not work. They ended up losing a yard on that one. Look at 3rd down and 6 at the 49-yard line. Up the Panthers, 30 seconds remaining in the third quarter.
Fast third quarter.
Very fast third quarter. Empty backfield. First time we've seen that in a while for the Panthers. Passing situation here. And we've got a stoppage of play and a timeout. It's going to be to St. Pius there first. We'll take it with them. 30 seconds left third quarter. It is Lamar 14, St. Pius 7. Coug Sportsnet will be right back. 30 seconds to go third quarter after the timeout by St. Pius. It was their first. They face a 3rd down and 6. As they go from the empty set before the timeout, now they will go back to putting Massey in the backfield. 3rd and 6 again. Linebackers dropping back a bit to respect the pass. Massey pointing in the direction of Ware. Play clock is down to 7. Down to 4, and they will get it. And again, it'll be a hand up to Massey. Massey's got room, but he's going to be short of the first down there. They tried that play with success during that first drive, but this time the Cougars there with the stop.
Yeah, those linebackers stepped up real quick. As soon as they saw that ball being handed off, they were moving forward towards the line.
And it looks like they will let the clock run down here in the third quarter. Very fast-moving third quarter here. But the Cougars made the most of their 2 drives. That second one accounting for a 50-yard drive, and that is where we are at the end of 3 quarters. Get the 4s up, Lamar. We got work to do. 3 quarters of play in here at Parsley Field. It is Lamar 14, St. Pius 7. Coug Sportsnet will be right back. Start of the 4th quarter here. Nice smell of onion rings hitting Parsley Field. Brandon Williams, Mike Lockwood, Lewis Perrin Jr. Senior stats is at midfield as wave to it. So we've got a 4th down and 3 coming up. Big play coming up for the Panthers.
Something getting ready to get set up here. Watch out here, guys.
They're going a pistol set. Massey's the deep back. And it is going to be a play fake. They will drop back and they will throw it in the direction of the receiver. 1st down. Good play fake by Matthew, and it was Matthew Alexander, number 8, with the reception.
And we were talking about it during the break, how Lamarque had been real disciplined keeping those linebackers back. That time you saw those linebackers up at the line as they were again looking for that power plunge. Play action worked well.
Arthur Roseman, number 55, came very close to getting the sack, but he just couldn't get his mitts on Ware. It's going to be a 1st down at the 42-yard line up Lamar. It'll be a handoff to Massey. Massey trying to turn the corner, does get to around the 39-yard line. So a game of about 3. Franklin on the stop along with Herb Smith.
Nice play that time by Herb Smith, grabbing on and hanging on, not letting him get any more positive yardage.
Herb Smith
got one of the linemen for St. Pius going off the field.
Yeah, cramp.
Oh, definitely cramps. It may ring close to October, but we're still in the middle of cramp season. 3rd down, 2nd down and 8 at the 38-yard line. Handoff's going to be to Massey. Probes his way inside to around a 35-yard line. So he will get about another 3 yards.
They sure are riding that horse, aren't they, guys?
Oh, no question. 3rd down and 3 coming up.
It'll be 3rd and 4. Ball at the
3, they will need to get the ball to just inside the 32-yard line here. Alexander lined up wide along with number 17, their leading receiver, Brian Newman.
Lamarque linebacker staying back, not creeping up.
Franklin directing traffic deep, and it's going to be a hand up to Massey.
Nope,
No, it's going to be Ware, and Ware's going to keep keep it, and he's going to get the first down. He has been a wizard with the football here in the second half. Timmy Ware will move the chains again.
Reggie Franklin had to come up from his safety position to make that stop, but not before he was able to gain 5 yards, needing 4.
So 1st and 10 at the 30. 10:32 to go, fourth quarter. Cougs holding a 14-7 lead. Ware shotgun, play action, steps up the left. He's going to go deep in the end zone, has a man, and it is going to be a touchdown. Fouled Matthew Alexander, the back of the end zone, and we're a point away from being tied. We said at the start of the game, this team has balance, and they showed it there. Lamar into believing there was a run, and Matthew Alexander will reel in his first touchdown of the season.
Chason Douglas slipped right at about the 7-yard line, and that was what gave him that room to make that reception. Chason able to recover and get close, but not in time.
Sam Vituli here to line up for the extra point. Newman will be the holder. As we're a point away from being tied again here with 10:19 to go here in the fourth. Newman waiting to snap. Vituli will get the kick, and it is going to be good. Good effort by the Cougars. They came close, but not enough. As we've got a Cougar down, 10:19 to go in the fourth quarter. It is 14-14. Coug Sports Net will be right back. Ten minutes, 19 seconds remaining here in the fourth quarter. We are now tied 14-14 after Timmy Ware finds Matthew Alexander back in the end zone for a 30-yard touchdown pass. So after a slow start, the offenses are starting to pick it up a little bit on both sides. Daquan Jones is the deep back. Spells and Franklin are with him. Spells and Franklin are lined up around our 24. Jones is lined up deep at around the 16-yard line. It'll be Vituli this time kicking off, and this one is high in the direction up Jones at around the 8-yard line. Cuts it back 10, 20, 25,
He's got a
30, 35, has room, breaks a couple of defenders, 40, 45, close to midfield. A nice return by Daquan Jones. They finally rolled the dice, and they got burnt big time as they get the ball to the 49-yard line. A return of 42 yards by Daquan Jones.
Daquan Jones had a nice hole there, and you'll see it on camera, but there was a real speedy man coming from the backside, was able to catch him and drag him down, but there was nobody in front that was going to stop him.
Nice return by Jones, 1st and 10 for the Cougars at the 49-yard line of St. Pius. With Darian Ellis-Jones in the backfield, he will get the carry, turns the corner, pulls past one defender, gets to around the 45-yard line. So a good hard charging gain of 4 by LaDarian Ellis-Jones.
That's one reason I do like to see him run, because whenever he decides there's somebody in front of him, he's going to go toe-to-toe with them, and quite often it's the defensive man that winds up laying down.
Gain up 4, they'll spot at the 45-yard line. 2nd and 6, 9:45 to go and counting here in the fourth quarter. Tied 14-14 as the Cougars will look to regain the lead. Hand up again is to Ellis-Jones, and Ellis-Jones is going to get past the 45, maybe to around the 42-yard line. So he'll pick up 3. They'll say pick up 2. So 3rd down and 4.
Gain of 2.
For the Cougars. Anthony Wright getting the signals.
And a long 4 yards needed for the Cougars.
Ellis-Jones in the backfield. 4 wide receivers set for Lamar. Right awaiting the snap, calls his own number, has a nice hole. He's going to be close to the first down, and he's going to get it.
Yep, I do believe he is.
That second effort got him the first down as Anthony Wright powers his way to the first down.
Boy, it's going to be close, guys.
It's going to be awful close, but it looks like he got it.
If they give him the spot he deserves, he's there. And that's going to be a little.
Marcus Evans making the stop for the Panthers.
Yeah, I don't know, guys.
That's awful
I don't know.
close.
I don't think they gave him the spot that I thought he got to.
I thought so, too. Looks like they pulled him just a hair back. So we will see what the chain gang decides on this one.
It's 4th down territory.
No, there's no question it's 4th down territory, exactly. Stretch her out, and we are going to be Oh, mere inches away.
Couple of chain links.
4th down and inches.
Appears to be
Like you said, Lewis, and if they give him the spot, the original spot, it would have been a first down.
4th down and inches needed by the Cougars.
4th and inches. Time for the Cougars to play a little bit of power ball right here. Darian Ellis-Jones is going to line up at quarterback. Oh, actually, he's going to be actually line up next to Wright. 4th and inches. Clock will move, and it is going to be Ellis-Jones under center. Jones calls it first down quite easily, and he'll gain about another couple of yards as well. You are not going to stop Darian Ellis-Jones with that much needed for a first down.
Good for the Lamar first down.
He's going to move the chains with 8:45 remaining. Ball spotted at the 38-yard line of St. Pius.
What's nice about this drive, too, is it is consuming some clock.
At the St. Pius 38-yard line.
38-yard line. Ellis-Jones still in the backfield with Anthony Wright. 4 wide receivers set for the Cougs. Wright calls Ellis-Jones' number. Jones probably gets about a yard or so.
Once again, the ball carrier trying off
I get the sense that they're lulling St. Pius into play action here.
Austin Hancock making the stop for the Panthers.
Well, I hope so.
Yeah, I would like to hope so as well. It looks like they're lulling. It looks like perhaps they're lulling them in. We have yet to see the Cougars throw.
Daquan Jones now back in the backfield.
He has been explosive all night long. Anytime he's had the ball, low, high snap, Wright will try to work his way to some yardage, but he's going to be stopped at around the 43-yard line.
In the backfield, picked up by quarterback Anthony
So
Wright.
that's going to be a loss of about 5 on that play.
For a loss of 5 yards.
So 3rd down, make it 14 at the 43-yard line. 7:47 to go here in the 4th quarter.
Making the play for the Panthers.
So it's a big situation here for the Cougars.
It'll be 3rd down and 15.
They have moved the ball efficiently on the ground.
44.
Here in the second half for the most part, but right now this is a 3rd long situation that they are really going to need in order to keep St. Pius from seizing momentum. Wright rolls out, steps up, calls his own number, and is going to be hammered out of bounds.
Quarterback Wright
got to around the 40, maybe the 39, but he got thumped pretty hard. Looked like number 24, a name we've called pretty frequently, and that is Marcus Evans.
Marcus Evans making
Seems like he has been here, there, and everywhere on that one. Datron Cole, number 28, will come out to punt.
It'll be 4th
so the Cougars will look to play the field position game. Facing a 4th and 12.
The St. Pius 40-yard line.
7:17 to go. The clock will start up. Back deep is Micah Massey. He will position himself
back to
at around the 15-yard line, and it is going to be on high. Punt is going to sail over the head of Massey and goes out of bounds. So St. Pius will get possession at the 20-yard line with 7 minutes, 12 seconds remaining here in the 4th quarter, tied at 14-14.
Need the defense to be able to do a 3-and-out, guys.
Yes, we do.
Oh, certainly, because time slowly but surely is becoming a factor here.
Panthers will have the ball. 1st and 10 from their own 20-yard line.
And Mark has only attempted 1 pass in this half, and that was in that first series, incomplete. After that, it's been all run.
Timmy Ware leading the offense out. Has a trips formation with Massey in the backfield. And it's going to be Massey. And Massey's got room. He gets past the 25, close to the 30-yard line. So a gain of around 7, maybe 8. And again, the Panthers are doing a good job of just utilizing Massey, especially on 1st down, stretching that Lamar defense out more.
2nd and 3.
2nd down and 3, 6:52 remaining. Play fake, they're going to swing the pass out. And they're going to catch it a 1st down, lots of room to run. Number 20, Sam Vituli, out of bounds.
Taken out of bounds.
Just shy of the 50.
Just shy of 50, but nonetheless a gain of 21 yards on that quick screen play.
Smith making the stop. Pass play good for 23 yards.
1st and 10.
1st and 10 Panthers at midfield.
At midfield, so officially a gain of 22.
Come on, Cougars. You don't want
to go.
You don't want to play behind.
Not with this team. Ware barking signals. Massey in the backfield. And it'll be Ware with calling his own number. 45 cuts back 40. 35 goes out of bounds and around the 33-yard line. Timmy Ware is looking like David Copperfield with the helmet, guys.
Yeah, he really is. He is doing some outstanding play fakes out here tonight.
Douglas making
so a gain of 19 yards by Ware. So first and 10 at the 31. 6:34 remaining.
Need a big play here, guys. Need a stop of some sort.
Ware awaiting the snap. Will call his own number, and he is going to be looked like he was going to be turned loose. Tries to turn the corner, and eventually he will, as Reggie Franklin will drive him out of bounds. Not often you're going to see Kenneth Edwards miss a tackle like that.
That's it. There was a little bit of a stiff arm there, holding him a little bit away from the body. If he'd have been able to get just a little bit closer, there's no way he'd escape from that.
Ended up losing 3 yards on that play.
Second and 13.
Good recovery by the Cougars to stretch him out and keep him from turning the corner. 6:24 to go. Cougs have all 3 of their timeouts. 2 remaining for St. Pius. Again, 3 receivers set to the near side, and flags are down.
I think you're going to see some motion there.
Looked like somebody from St. Pius got a little too happy.
Yep.
And then it's going to drag them back another 5 yards, so make it 2nd down and 18.
Man on the end of the line on that far side over there got just a little bit happy with the shoes.
Cougars needing a stop here. This penalty and the loss by Ware. Definitely a help, but you need to make sure you keep these guys out of the end zone with 6 minutes and 22 seconds remaining in a 14-14 tie.
17.
2nd and long coming up. Ware, the shotgun again with Massey as the deep back. Ware rolls out, fakes the screen, steps up, throws, goes long. Ball is going to be incomplete. Was looking in the direction of his leading receiver, Brian Newman. But this time, Jason Douglas getting some good coverage on that one.
So many men down there in the pattern. I don't blame the referee for not seeing it, but there was a nice hard shove in the back down there. Offensive.
6 minutes, 8 seconds remaining. 3rd and long coming up here. They will need to get the ball just inside the 22-yard line.
And 17 still needed for the
so make it 3rd down and 17. Ware rolls out, steps up, and it's going to be hammered. Stop. Hammer time. Number 44, Justin Britton there with the delivery, and he rocked Ware hard.
Gerald Johnson, number 4, also in there lending a hand, but it was Britton that really laid the lumber.
My gosh, Justin Britton just hammered him.
Justin Britton making the stop.
Ware is going to feel that one in the morning. So a loss, 4th down and long.
Needed for the first down.
Bought the 42-yard line.
35 seconds remaining.
So make it 4th and 20. Don't see Harris out there right now. Vitulius handled the kicks most of the second half. And right now it will be Vituli punting now. Franklin lined up around his own 9-yard line.
See if Lamar comes hard rush in on this one.
Vituli, high snap, flag is down. Franklin will call a fair catch as Jones picked it up.
Yep, he can't do that.
He can't do that. Flag start was immediately after the snap.
We have a flag on the play.
Could it be a jump on the offense?
That's what I thought I saw. Yes.
Yeah, it looks like they jumped.
They're looking to the Lamarck sideline, saying, "Okay, what do you want to do?" Yep.
False start. Yep.
False start.
False start indicated against the
And you want to take that one.
Oh yeah.
We'll push them back an even further 5 yards.
Now Reggie Franklin did a good thing making that fair catch call back there. I guess it just wasn't seen over there by Daquan Jones.
No, because he was up in front of him.
So they will push the ball back. 5 minutes, 4 seconds remaining. Cougs get the much-needed stop here. They will spot the ball now at the 47-yard line. Vituli back to punt. He's lined up at his own 41. Franklin's going to move up a bit as he is at his own 19-yard line.
From the Cougar 47-yard line.
4th down and a cab ride to go Vituli, low snap, will get this one off. Wobbler, as Franklin's going to say, just let it go. And he will fall on it.
Just to make sure it doesn't go any further back.
Exactly, at the 16-yard line. So we've got 4 minutes, 56 seconds remaining here in regulation. Tied here at 14 all. So here's an opportunity for Anthony Wright to step up huge. He's seen his brothers do it before. Now it's his time to shine.
4 minutes, 56 seconds remaining in the ball game.
4:56 remaining. Daquan Jones will be in the backfield with them.
Need to see a nice 84-yard drive here.
We'll take an 84-yard run as well.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And Jones definitely has the speed for it. 1st and 10, Wright awaiting the snap. Rolls out, steps, breaks one tackle. He's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. He made the decision to run a little too early.
Quarterback Anthony
Yeah,
Wright
he did.
Looked like he wanted to try to make something happen on his own and just was not able, as the defense of St. Pius just sat down on it. 4:39 and counting here in regulation.
Well, he had a little bit of a hole there, but the problem with that hole is that there was nobody from Lamarque reinforcing it. It was just black and red jerseys.
Nothing doing on that play. 2nd and 10. Right counter this time. They will sit on top of Jones. Jones probably gets maybe 2 yards to around the 18-yard line. So 3rd down and 8. 4 minutes, 13 seconds remaining.
2 yards.
Way too conservative for me, guys.
Way too conservative here. You got to be a little aggressive. I understand that you're deep into your own territory, but you've got to go ahead and make something happen here.
And that's particularly true on 1st down.
3rd down and 8. Jones in the backfield. Cougs have 4 wide receivers set. Wright rolls out, steps up, throws incomplete. He one-hopped that one. Was looking in the direction of Reggie Franklin, and Franklin just had no chance. Probably would have been a couple of yards short of the 1st down anyway.
Incomplete.
So 4th down coming up. 3:44 remaining, and St. Pius is very likely going to end up with some pretty good field position, guys.
Yep.
Cole is going to have to kick into the wind with Micah Massey. Lines up around midfield. Cougars just were not creative on that last drive. Looked more concerned about just protecting the ball instead of being aggressive and trying to seize control.
And again, a little bit of that is Anthony Wright just really getting a feel for that position right now.
And Cole gets a punt. He's going to take a nice Cougar bounce inside the 30. And that is going to die at around the 32-yard line. So give a 50-yard punt credited to Cole.
It wasn't the prettiest punt in the world, but, buddy, it was effective.
Oh, very much.
Will start. 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. 3 minutes, 34 seconds remaining. Time for this Cougar defense to shine once again. As St. Pius with the ball and an opportunity to take the lead.
Fumble recovery would be great about now.
Pick 6 time.
There you go.
Ware, quarterback, Massey under center. And it will be a handoff to Massey, and Massey will get a yard, maybe 2.
Britton on the stop again, able to wrap him up around the feet.
Britton making the stop.
So 2nd down, maybe around 9.
Gain of 1 yard.
Probably a yard on that one. 2nd down and 9, 3:18 remaining. Ware calling signals. Alexander's to the near side. High snap, they'll fake it out. Screen is going to be to Vituli, and Vituli gets past the 35, maybe to the 36-yard line. Cougs did a good job of recovery on that play.
They really did.
It looked like for a moment that Vituli had some yardage coming to him.
Well, those wide receiver screen plays have worked real well for the Panthers out here tonight.
Picked up a 4 yard.
Picked up 4, so 3rd down and 5 with 2:44 remaining here in regulation, tied at 14. We'll see if the Panthers get aggressive here. Ware rolls out, has pressure, evades one defender, Tries to get
right
past
up
another.
into the teeth.
Still avoids a tackle, turns the corner, first down, still going. Out of bounds and around the 47-yard line. How on earth did he get out of that one?
That was an outstanding play by Timmy Ware because he was surrounded by yellow there briefly, just not able to get in there and grab him and wrap him up.
Again, it's been a problem for the Lamar defense at times this season, looking to tackle high instead of just stopping the momentum up to the defender. So instead of a fourth down, it's now 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line, 2:22 remaining. Ware calls his own number, bounces past midfield to around the 49 of Lamar. So give him 6 on that carry. Make it 5 on that carry.
About 4 yards.
2 minutes and 10 seconds remaining. Clock continuing to run. Cougs have all 3 of their timeouts. Panthers have 2 as we approach 2 minutes. Ware rolls out, swing pass, balls to Batuli, 45 on his feet to around the 42-yard line. And again, those receiver screens are bludgeoning the Cougars right now.
Takes it to the Cougar 40-yard
Stops the
line
clock
for
with a
another
minute
St.
53
Pius
remaining.
first down.
As St. Pius has the ball 1st and 10 at the Lamar 40. Homecoming here at St. Pius, and you can hear this crowd getting a little louder, the loudest we've heard them all night.
Got 1, 2, okay, yeah, we got the man off the field.
First down, and it's going to be Ware, turns the corner, has room to run, cuts it back 35, hit it around the 30, close to another first down. A minute 34 and counting.
To another first down.
Probably looks like he might be a half yard short.
Just to be short of the first down.
He is. Gain of 9. A minute 23 and counting. 2nd and 1 at the 30-yard line at Lamar. Cougs need some kind of stop here. Dot play as Massey will get the first down with ease. He will be stopped at around the 27-yard line.
Tyree Mason joined by Herb Smith out there for the stop, but not before he was able to get enough yards for that first down.
A minute 13 as the ball is stopped. The clock is stopped at the 27-yard line. Wouldn't be surprised if you see a receiver screen here. Ware awaits the snap. Calls his own number. Turns the corner. Not quite, as he is going to be dragged down. Mason stayed at home and made the play on that one. Big stop for Lamar as the clock is going to stop with 55 seconds left. Timeout by St. Pius, 55 seconds left. 14-14 here at Parsley Field. Coug Sports Net will be right back. Second down and making around 13 to go. As the Lamar Cougars needing a stop here as the Panthers of St. Pius have marched the ball downfield. Again, look for the screen here the way they've got it set up. 4 wide receivers, they both have been twin sets. Having a twin bunch, I will bet you there's a screen pass coming here. Actually, it's going to be Massey, and Massey's got the first down a little bit more. Dragged forward to around the 21-yard line.
He's still got another 5 yards to go. He got past the original initial line of scrimmage, but he's still got 5 yards to go.
Clock running with 40 seconds remaining.
5 yards needed for the first down.
3rd and 5, clock counting at 34, 33 and counting. Massey rolls out, steps up, is just going to throw the ball away, give the credit right there to number 44, Justin Britton.
Quarterback Timmy Ware.
Timmy Ware had little choice but to throw that ball away because Britton came barreling in right in his face.
Win, lose, or draw, I'm afraid that, or not afraid, I'm actually thrilled to be able to say it. Kenny Britton has done a heck of a job out here tonight and probably is going to be leading candidate for a defensive player of the game.
Oh, definitely. 4th down and 5 coming up here.
4th down and 4 yards needed for the St.
personnel changes.
Field goal.
Looks like they're going to let Vituli attempt the field goal.
First down.
They're going to line him up. No, actually, it's going to be Newman with a flag down now.
Yep, too many men in the huddle. They're going to back him up 5. They'd already, were set in the huddle position. That man came out well after they broke.
That certainly changes the game plan significantly.
Legal substitution indicated against the Panthers.
So instead of a 38-yard field goal attempt, you'd be looking now at perhaps a 42-yard field goal. And it looks like they've got confidence.
4th down and 9.
4th down, 9 yards to go.
Be a 43-yard attempt.
So it will be Vituli
Vituli
looking to attempt the field goal.
For the Panthers.
Brian Newman is the holder. And a timeout now by Lamar. 26 seconds remaining. We'll take it with them. Tied 14-14. Coug Sports Net will be right back. 26 seconds remaining. Ball is spotted at the 27-yard line. And looks like that we will see a field goal attempted. Sam Vituli, number 20, will attempt the field goal.
Sam Vituli will attempt the field goal from the
Cougars
33-yard line.
Looking to block this one, perhaps force overtime, or maybe get something bigger than that. A low snap. The kick is going to be up. The kick is going to be good. With 20 seconds remaining, Sam Vituli is the man of the hour on homecoming night.
That ball did not clear that upright by more than about a yard,
And a
but it was
flag
enough.
is down. That is going to be critical, guys.
If that's an excessive
It
celebration
is an excessive
penalty,
celebration penalty. Because you saw half the team rush out on the field. That is going to work in Lamarck's favor with 20 seconds left.
43-yard field goal for the Panthers.
Sam Vituli, the man of the hour. 42-yard field goal. He probably got 43 and a half on that one.
that's it.
Lamar 14.
DaQuan Jones came awful close to blocking it. But the Lamar Cougars have 20 seconds to put something on the scoreboard or face going into a bye week with a 2-3 mark. It has been a tough non-district schedule for the Cougars, no doubt. But we have seen this team miss some opportunities here tonight, guys.
Yes, we have.
Yeah.
You can't go in the red zone as often as they have tonight and not come out with points.
5 times they were inside the 25-yard lines. Only twice did they come out with points.
20 seconds left. Excessive celebration penalty is going to push the ball back.
20 seconds remaining in the ball game. St. Pius will be kicking off.
And right now we see camera guy for the two is around the 40, make around the 38-yard line.
Yeah, it ain't the red cap, it's the cameraman.
Yep. This is going to push the ball back to the 25-yard line. The Cougars going to get some opportunities. DaQuan Jones is the deep man. He's lined up around the 29-yard line.
After the
Reggie Franklin, number 33. Carlos Spells, number 23. They're lined up at the 25-yard line.
And the referee finally saw the cameraman out on the field. Cameraman started scrambling back, thinking he had to get out of the way in a hurry.
So let's see what Coach Dr. Mike Jackson has up in the bag.
We need to go ahead and call a timeout, guys. I think they have a TV timeout. This Coug Sports Net be right back.
We are set for the kickoff. Vituli has to kick the ball off at his own 25-yard line. And he will thump this one, and that ball is going to go out of bounds, and I will bet you that the Cougars will force Vituli to kick it again.
Oh, yes.
So he will have to kick this ball at the 20-yard line. No time off the clock. 20 seconds remaining. Lamar trailing 17-14.
Kickoff goes out of bounds. Panthers will have to kick again.
So the Cougars will force the Panthers to kick this ball again until they put the ball in the middle of the field. Again, you've got Carlos Spells and Reggie Franklin lined up at their own 40-yard line. DaQuan Jones is lined up at around his own 35. So this time Vituli will try to kick the ball and keep it in bounds.
Kickoff once again, this time from the 20-yard line.
See if he can get a nice return, try to get this ball as deep as possible. Squibber off the hands of one Cougar. Jones at midfield, cuts it back. Still trying to keep it on his feet, and it will slide down at around the 45-yard line with 12 seconds left. It looked promising But the Panthers did a great job of shutting that play down.
Wish he'd have kept going up the middle of that field.
Yeah.
First and 10 at their own 44-yard
Probably
line.
would have gained about another 5, maybe 7 yards on that one.
Would have put him over the 50.
12 seconds left, 2 timeouts remaining.
And
I think you got to try something deep on down the sidelines.
Yeah, you can expect 2 pass plays here. If the first one don't work, we're going to go on the second one.
So it'll be up to Anthony Wright to try to pull out a miracle here. You will bet that there's a timeout by St. Pius. They'll use their second.
And St. Pius will
So
take
12
the
seconds to
timeout
go.
with
We'll take the
12
timeout with
seconds
them.
remaining in the
St.
ball
Pius
game.
leading 17-14. Coug Sports Net will be
12
right back. 12 seconds left. St. Pius is going to put
play.
2 of their safeties pretty deep at around the 40-yard line.
For the Cougars at their own 44-yard line.
Don't need a Hail Mary here. You can just get something deep. You still have 2 timeouts remaining. Right back. Steps up and it's going to be sacked. Ball is loose. One of the Cougar
Ball on the
defenders ran to
ground,
the ball.
call
Fall on the ground,
timeout.
stopped it. 4 seconds left. 4 seconds remaining
Quarterback Anthony Wright.
as Wright was stripped loose of
Getting
the
back to
football.
Fumble picked up by number 56,
Number 56.
58.
Don't know who that man
Harris
is. Number 56.
Covers the fumble.
Recovered the ball, got
Puts
it
the
close
ball
to the
up
line of
to the
scrimmage. So it'll be basically a loss of 1.
43-yard
4
line.
seconds left.
1 yard loss on the play.
You're gonna have to go way deep
4
into the
seconds
book of
remaining in the
book of
ball
plays
game.
to get something
Timeout
here.
Once again called by the Cougars.
You know, do you go with the hook and ladder? Or you do something. I don't know if Wright has the gun to get the ball into the end zone.
That's what I'm a little bit concerned about too.
You know, you have to do something right here. This is obviously the last play, unless there's a defensive penalty. Ball is spotted at the 43-yard line of Lamar. 4 seconds left, down 3.
We go back to play.
See
It's
something.
second down and 11.
Some kind of a miracle here. Right awaiting the snap, rolls out, steps up, heaves the ball downfield. Ball is going to be intercepted, and this game is over.
Wright showed a good arm. Just
He heaved it long outside of the hands of Hardeman, and it was number 13, Jalen Smith, with his 3rd interception of the season, and it's going to clinch a 17-14 win as the Lamar Cougars, guys, they let one get away here.
they really did, big time. Again, we've talked about it. We've already made mention of it. 5 trips into the red zone, only able to convert on 2 of them. Unable to stop Massey in the second half as he was just a wrecking ball, chewing up yardage.
Hey, guys,
And then, of course, you know, an outstanding kick. You can't take anything away from Batuli's kick of 43 yards.
so guys, it's 2 and 3, and this bye week is certainly going to be a time for some soul searching for this Lamarck football team. They have had some opportunity after opportunity get away from them, especially on the offensive side. And you've got to think that they're going to take the next 15 days to try to get things worked out. Final score here at Parsley Field. It's a great homecoming night for the Panthers of St. Pius as they defeat the Lamar Cougars 17-14. Guys, before we wrap it up, let's get some players of the game in.
Well, obviously, Britton's going to make is going to be it on the defensive side. There were a lot of good plays made out there. Edwards again played a strong game, but Britton was just everywhere we needed him to be.
Offensively, Daquan Jones seemed like almost every time that he touched the ball, some good things happened. He did get the touchdown that tied it up. It made it 14-7 Lamarck early in the 4th quarter. So, guys, no football for us on Friday night. No football for us the next Friday night. We will take a little bit of a breather on the Lamarck bye week, and we will see you back as District 24 3A play begins on October 11th. We will be out in Sweeney to take on the Bulldogs. Final score here at Parsley Field, it is the Panthers of St. Pius 17, Lamarck 14. For Mike Lockwood, Lewis Perrin Jr., and Senior Stats, Lewis Perrin Sr., this is Brandon Williams saying so long. We'll see you out in Sweeney. Cougars take state.